Alright, NT8 on the porch. You know, I've got dark shields, I've got light shields, clear shields for my helmets. One thing that always bothered me is why don't they, come on. One thing that always bothered me is why can't we get a dual tint windshield, face shield? Here's a clear one. So when you're riding on a sunny day like this, if you don't have the tip down, the inner screen, you're stuck riding with getting your eyes blinded. So you're going to have to wear sunglasses or whatever. Now, we faced this same thing in the Navy when I was on flight deck on the small ships. We only did helicopters. So what we did is we took a dark shield and we cut it across the top on the goggles. So we had two screens there, so the top was tinted and the bottom wasn't. So in the height of the day, you tilt your head down and lift your eyes up and you can see just fine, plus it was tinted. At night, you just tilted your head back a little bit more and you look through the clear lens. So I've been meaning to try this for a long time. So what I have here is I've got to roll a 24-inch by 6.5 foot roll. And it's the Tint, or Vidros Humados, or window tint. And I've had this up so long. Alright. It blocks 99% of the UV, reduces heat to 45%. I'm just now getting around to it. So, reading the back of the instructions on how to put this on your car, it says clean the windows, cut the film, mark the exact size and shape, cut the film, do exact size, prepare to separate the liner from the piece of film, spray and clean the window to be tinted, I've already done all that. Attach the film, squeegee it. I'm going to show you. So what I've done here is I've got two pieces. This is the piece I'm going to use to start with. This one's pretty chopped up down at the bottom. So that's going to be my backup piece because all I got to do is cut it again, smooth it out. Here's my face shield. And here's my Dawn dishwashing soap. I don't have any buckets, so I'm using a cooler that's cracked on the inside, which will be going to the trash. Now it's important you don't put this in first. You don't want all the foaming bubbles, because the more foam you're going to put in there when you do this, the more bubbles you get. Now take this stuff and figure out which is the clear side and which is the dark side. Okay, this is the dark side. So that's going to go on the shield. Somewhat like this. But now remember, you don't want it way down here because then you're going to have to ride like this. So you want to get the top. Okay? Alright, we got that. Now what I'm going to do is swish this water just a little bit, nice and gently, just to mix that soap in. I'm using warm water. When you get it mixed right, it's going to be a bluish color because that's what that is. Take your face shield, dip it. Alright, we're going to try this again. So far with the curvature, it's not working. So we're going to cut it down to smaller strips. See if we can get it to work. Alright, after about 5 tries, I decided to not use the soapy water. And yeah, you can see air bubbles, but it's pretty clean. It should give the tint that is needed. So there you go. More high-tech shit to baffle on a major ass.